show's about to start. Boom, you're doing so good. Let's see those bear walks. See those bear walks. It's Kayla from Schola, and right now I'm in Westminster Community Charter School in Buffalo, New York. We're about to go check out their campus, but our first stop is going to be to go meet their school leader, Mrs. Gerchman. Let's go check it out. So, Principal Gerchman, just talking to you today, you know your school better than anybody else. Tell me, what is the school all about here?
So, Westminster Community Charter School was actually founded as a conversion charter school, which is unique. It was a Buffalo City school, and then it converted over to a charter school, and that was all part of the vision of the Buffalo Promise neighborhood. So the 14215 is the area that they focused in on, with a lot of support from M&T Bank, and they really did a lot of that background work. They found a principal that could run it. They did a lot. So they started with turning the school around, making it successful, and then that charter piece as well, so it became a school of choice. We mainly serve the students in the 14215 zip code, which is, we have more walkers than anybody else. We don't have busing because we really are trying to focus in on this neighborhood. The mission really is to make sure that the students from this neighborhood have as much opportunity to do whatever they want to do. So we really are building whatever those skills are and really making sure they're prepared. And we've realized, and was the most recent mission and vision statement, is that we're not just focused in on just the academics, but it's whatever their potential might be. So really embracing it all. We really do a lot here to make sure that we do that. And we partner with so many people as a community school. We actually have a community schools resource person who works specifically with us to bring in those community assets into the building to make us a stronger place and a more viable place. So if you think back to an old school, where it was the center of the neighborhood or center of the town, that's what we're trying to recreate here so that everyone feels ownership of the school, not just the teachers or the parents of the kids who go here.
That's incredible. So this is the Kaleida Clinic, and they go way beyond just your traditional school nurse's office. They have a full-time nurse practitioner, a social worker, a medical assistant, and your school nurse, all as full-time employees to make sure that students are receiving the care that they need every single day. So this is Temia. She's a 7th grader, and rumor has it she's auditioning for the school musical tomorrow. So tell me more about that.
So the school play is led by Miss Barnes. She is the 8th grade ELA teacher. So the play this year is Moana, and I want to audition tomorrow for Little Moana.
I think you would just be the perfect fit. How long have you been doing music for?
I started last year. Last year's play was Frozen.
Oh my gosh, and what did you play in Frozen?
I played Little Elsa.
Oh my god, so you're gonna be perfect for Little Moana, I think.
Yeah.
Well, besides the musical and all of that fun, what would you say is your favorite part about going to school here?
I would say the classes.
The classes? What would you say is your favorite class right now?
Science.
See, I was never very good at science, but it sounds like here you guys have a lot of really fun activities that go on, so I'm sure your science classes are so much fun. It's so nice to meet you today, Temia.
So nice to meet you too.
So touring your campus today, you guys have so many incredible spaces that are very unique for a school to have. But tell me more in your own words, what really makes this school stand out?
So there are a lot of things that make it stand out, but once again, the fact that we work so closely with Buffalo Promise neighborhood, without Buffalo Promise neighborhood, there would not be a Westminster Community Charter School. We are true partners in that we both are running this school. It's not, oh, they're doing it or we're doing it. We do everything, which is really great. And we couldn't do that without the support of M&T Bank. We have a lot of advantages that other schools don't have because of that support. M&T Bank and the Westminster Foundation, all through Buffalo Promise neighborhood, sent our 8th graders to go and see The Color Purple this year because we really wanted them to get that opportunity to see not only live theater, but something that spoke so closely to them and the experiences of their forefathers. So we were able to do that by their grace. We obviously don't have the money to afford that, but also they do so much more. We bring in literacy counseling for our families. They bring in all sorts. We have a farm truck that comes to the school every week. That's a partnership they made with Feed More Buffalo. So every week, anyone in the neighborhood could come and buy fresh fruits and vegetables. We have Independent Health comes in and works, and they do good for the neighborhood events where we give away pumpkins, and we have healthy eating, and then they can get their blood pressure screened. So all of those things are things that we get because of that Buffalo Promise neighborhood and the work that they're doing to bring those things to our school. So that's what makes us unique. We also have smaller class sizes in the Buffalo Public Schools. We have an aide in every one of our classrooms, or a second adult all the way through second grade, which is unique, but that really supports what we need with our students who might be behind. For our middle school students, we've added in an advisory period so they have that connection to a specific adult to make sure that they feel welcome, and if there's an issue, something we can do. We have that Kaleida clinic here with that social worker, but we also have a social worker of our own, and we also partner with the YWCA for our after-school program, and part of that 21st Century grant brings in another social emotional coordinator who is in our school all day, and we have access to them, and she's starting to pull lunch groups of some of our students that we've identified. So we have a lot of those types of resources, which makes it easier to support our students wherever they're coming from.
Absolutely. It sounds like there's so many opportunities to really help out those students. So this is the auditorium, and it is so much space. So they use this for parent meetings, for assemblies, for just the whole community actually to use in order to just have an area where they can all come together. But besides that, they also use this for their school plays that they host every single year, and they actually have a working actress help train those students to get ready for the stage. So Riley and Jamal here are both 8th graders, and they are just star students. So I'm here to learn a little bit more about their experience. So Riley, what would you say is your favorite part about going to school here?
My favorite part of going to school here is definitely like the after school programs and like the stuff that they help us to get ready for high school. Like, we just had a high school fair to help us ask questions about the high schools we want to go to and how we could like set up for all that and stuff like that.
That's awesome. And then Jamal, what would you say is your favorite class, and what are you learning about right now?
My favorite class would probably be social studies, just because I'm learning about like the history of, everything before.
That's awesome. And I know both of you guys are headed to high school next year. That's a big transition. How do you feel like you've been prepared for that?
Like the high school fair that really helped a lot, and the Buffalo Promise scholarships that they have for us. We have a separate scholarship just for Westminster students, so we could get into those private schools for free and to see how much we have to pay and how much they will offer.
That's awesome. I hear you're going for one of those scholarships, so good luck. It sounds like you're really set up for success, so I have no doubts that you'll be a recipient of that. And then I know you've been here since kindergarten, so I want to hear, in all those years you've been here, what advice would you want to give to an incoming kindergartner, and how do you feel like you're ready to go to high school next year?
Really just like stick around good people. You don't want to stick around bad people that influence you to do bad things. Don't be late. You want to like start early just so you could choose where you're going.
Yeah.
And you don't want to be stuck in a school you don't want to go to.
Absolutely. That's so important that you guys have the choice to pick where you want to go to high school, and it really be the best fit for you guys. It is so incredible meeting both of you guys today.
So just too.
Okay, so that one's definitely Charlotte's Web. Charlie and Chocolate Factory. I'm guessing Dragon Loves Tacos. That's the only clear explanation for that one, but I don't think that's a book. So let's see if I can get any others. Oh, Where the Wild Things Are. That one's that. Feel pretty proud of myself. So it was so much fun to get to peek our heads into their classrooms and really see what the students were working on. But, explain to me, what does a day in the life look like for a student here?
So all of our students obviously have the core subjects. They have ELA, they have math, they have science, they have social studies, and then we do have a very robust specials program so that students can learn what their passion might be, because a lot of times I know shockingly it's not math. Kids don't get up in the morning and goes, oh, I can't wait to go and do math.
Oh, yes.
We really try to drive the love of reading into everything we do. As you can see, we're sitting in our beautiful library. All of our students get to visit this regularly. They have library classes besides just checkbooks in and checkbooks out. There's a lot more. We have, a certified librarian. We have those things available and we utilize those. We have music, we have band, we have chorus, we have art, we have like advanced art for students who want to build portfolios for high schools. We have PE, we have health classes for all of our students. So we have those things. And then within our classes, we are teaching the New York State standards. We know that our students have to be competitive when they go to the next level, and they have to be prepared. So we are making sure that our students are mastering those standards so that they're ready for the next level. Ultimately, we are a college prep school, but remembering that just because you're prepared to be a college prep student or go to college doesn't mean that every student has to go to college to find their passion. So we try to introduce and let kids see a lot of those other things as well. So, and the big thing I always push is that the students are doing the work every day. In the classrooms, when you visited, you saw the students are the ones doing the work. It doesn't help if the teachers do the work for them. So I always say the teachers are exhausted when they plan, and the students are exhausted at the end of the day because they had to do all the work.
Absolutely. Sounds like there's a little bit something for everybody here.
We really try to meet everyone's needs, but also to help them find their passions.
Absolutely. So this is just one of 2 art rooms that they have here at Westminster. So this is for the younger students, for all the elementary school kids. They can come in here and just really let their creativity soar. For those middle schoolers who are ready to take their art to the next level, they have a separate designated art room with an incredible instructor that really allows them to be able to bring their art to their high school and get into those programs when they reach those levels. So I love that this is just such a fun and creative, dedicated space for their students to just have fun during their school day. So community is right there in the school name, and you've already mentioned so many partnerships you guys have to really provide students resources. But how would you describe this community that you're serving?
So we are a lower economic community. We are almost all minority students. We have a large ENL population, about 15% this year, and growing. When I got here, it was only about 7%, and I've only been here 2.5 years, or a year and a half, not even 2 full years yet. So that's growing as well. So we formed a partnership with the Bangladesh Plaza that's right up the corner because we know that they will have resources for some of our families. But we also work with the University District, and we try to bring that in as much as possible. So Councilman Wyatt, has come to visit our school. He's hosted meetings in our school because we really want to do that. I brought the block clubs, all the block clubs, they have a quarterly meeting. So they met here for their last quarterly meeting, giving them that space because it's something that's all in our district as well. But UB is a big partner, as you can see, they're right down the street from us. They actually see our kids for dental. So our students who may not have access to dental, we actually take them to UB, and UB pays for the buses to bring our kids there to get their teeth cleaned and get x-rays. And then we also work with UB STEM, which is actually from National Grid. It's a program from them where they come in and they teach all of our classes. Once a cycle, they get to do a fun science experiment and see more of that STEM. And then they also take all of our kids out to the UB campus over in Amherst to see what's available. So it's a lot of stuff happening all the time.
That's incredible. Again, it just sounds like there's so many things you're doing to prepare, not just their academics, but the whole entire child.
And the whole entire family, because we do things for the parents and invite them in as well.
So quick fun fact, this is a very special hallway because this was added on and it connects Westminster Community Charter School to what used to be the Buffalo Public Library, which now they get to call their very own home. So it's filled with so many books and resources for students of all different ages to enjoy. And not to mention, it is just packed full of space. Well, that's a wrap for today here at Westminster. We had so much fun meeting their staff, their students, touring their facilities. Talk about an incredible library. But if you are interested in enrolling here, make sure to head to their website to learn more information, and of course, Schola.com. We'll see you guys in the next one.